guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Go. 180!
Hey, I'm coming. 51, Mike 51, all day.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Solid.
Now Wentz. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. It's complete downfield out left to his running back. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Here we go.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Watch the twist. Shit.
To throw, it's Wentz. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Alert 3. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Once again with Sanders. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. He'll have a first down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
All right, Brent, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
2nd and 4. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Wide, get wide. Squeeze. Back.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
54. I'm coming.
2nd and 2. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Mike, 53.
They're going to look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So after the INT, here's Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Sanders, and he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz throwing right, and that's complete. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razor. This first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Wentz to throw. This caught by the tight end Cross. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle it physically.
As Sanders has it poked free, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in a running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On second down, Johnson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 15 yards on the play, first down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Eagles 16-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. He's going to fire one deep, middle, into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
2nd and 11. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one good for 37 yards. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
And the Lions
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Tighten down. There you go.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in his zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. They'll look to throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
2nd and 5. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
That's it, baby. We got work.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you you off to a quick start.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's at the 40. 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there, 78 yards. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. Super toe.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Again, it's Johnson. Room here to run. Past the 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try to run it in, going option right. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This will be caught at about the 5. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Being chased down left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 40, the 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Back to throw now on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. He'll look to throw, and that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Lions on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The kick by Joseph is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Go. Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 33-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the first down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there. Kick it. Put it through the post. Go up 2 scores.
Here comes Pettis on the return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. 1-possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
He'll look to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Let's go.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Eagles, their end of the win